It's probably no surprise to you that I hope by now you've picked up a copy of my new book, Upheaval. Please do if you haven't. The book is based in part on our nightly Chalk Talks, where we try to tackle some of the most important issues facing this country. I also hope that we can get some folks, thinking folks, to figure out how to fix this Republican Party, to fix this messed up country of ours. It focuses mightily on the most important issues to our middle class, because I've championed the middle class for a very long time. I do so in this book, and I want the Republicans to win some elections this year in their behalf. Among the most critical issues, education, public education in this country is the great equalizer in our society. And let me be clear, President Obama has messed up on just about everything, everywhere. But he has really messed up on education, in part because it is such a critical and crucial role for local government in this country. From his failed attempts at overhauling the No Child Left Behind law to failed efforts at providing universal preschool rather than focusing on elementary K through 12 education, to his intrusion into state and local education. Listen today to how the president was urging more than 100 university and college presidents at the White House to expand access to higher education.
And today, more young people are earning college degrees than ever before. So we've made progress there, but as I've discussed with some of you, we're still going to have to make sure that rising tuition doesn't price the middle class out of a college education.
Look, Mr. President, the reason tuition in our colleges and universities is rising is because you and some of the presidents before you keep funding those big increases, pushing up the salaries of those administrators and professors who aren't worried about performance, but rather bringing in more federal money, and as they do, saddling our students and their middle-class families, usually with tremendous debt to pay for those ever higher tuition costs. Mr. President, you can stop this, and you know it, and the Republicans need to understand this is a critically important issue for these midterm elections. It takes guts to talk about rising tuition prices, as if Mr. Obama has nothing to do with it, but there is no shortage of political guts, is there, in Washington, D.C., at least that guy. And as we watch them behave as if money is the solution always, we need them to, those Republicans in Washington, to start providing some ideas, real ideas, and not just talking, but getting it done. I talk about it in Upheaval. Chapter 4 is titled, Blessed Are the Children. I point out that one of the main problems in Washington, and with Democrats in particular, is that they like to throw money at every problem and hope it goes away. And it's time for that stuff to end, and it's up to the Republicans to get behind that effort. Consider this number. $15,171, that's how much the government is spending on average every year on each public school student. A 400% increase since 1960, and what has happened to the test scores? They've dropped like a rock. What have we gotten for it? Here's another sobering number, 67%. That's the percentage of our fourth graders who can't even read at their grade level. Does that sound like money is making a difference to you? Because it isn't. And if it is a difference, it is a difference that is entirely negative. If the quality of education in this country could be measured just by how much money we spend, we'd be on top of the world rankings. But we are now ranking a dismal 51st out of 139 countries. Let me say that again. 51st. We can all join hands and salute our leaders in Washington for their great efforts. It's stunning. And we rank 28th overall in education. It's important to know those facts, and it's important to get the Republican Party to know them and to do something about it and focus on the issues that matter to the middle class of this country and those who aspire to it. And the Republicans need to wake up and start winning elections instead of raising just money and helping out fat cat friends. I hope you'll take a look at what I've got to say in Upheaval. I urge you to go to Walmart, your local Walmart, and pick up a copy. The audiobook also available on iTunes, audible.com, lots of places, lots of forums, lots of media. We love it. Go to LouDobbs.com for links to all of the above.